Here we go. Hello, everybody. Another week, keeping it going amidst it all, fires and pandemics and everything. We have to circle up and get together. So welcome to Circle Up. Wonder Not Productions presents Circle Up, offering songs and stories through the wires during this bizarre time of existence. I'm your host, resident artist, and producer extraordinaire, Brenda Carsey. Joining me today are artists Pasternak, Drew Elder, and Holly Bernt. Tonight, each artist will share one song at a time in a round for a total of 3 rounds with stories and discussion peppered throughout. We will be accepting donations today via both Venmo and PayPal, which will be split evenly amongst all artists. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey, or PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com, and write Circle Up in the memo section. This information is also in the description section of this live video so that you can copy paste really easily. And all of the artists performing tonight's social medias, their Instagram and their Facebook, are also in that description section so that you can like and follow and support everybody. And now let's go ahead and welcome some artists into the room. So we have Drew Elder joining us. We're going to bring in Drew first. Drew Elder. Hi, Drew.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining. How are you?
Web. Good.
Yeah,
really
good. Happy to have you, man.
Yeah.
We're also going to be welcoming Pasternak. So let's bring in Ada right now. Na 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 na. There she is. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome, beautiful.
Thanks, Brenda.
I'm seeing the skylight change behind you.
I know, isn't it cool?
Yeah, it is really cool.
Oh, Brenda, for future reference, just say Ada. It's just easier.
Got it. Sounds
Thanks,
good. It is easier. And
You're
last but very not, oh, never mind. She just left. So we'll wait for her to come back. But we do have one more artist, which is Holly. And we're bringing her in right now, hopefully. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with Holly. Holly Bernt doesn't have a face. But that's okay. Holly, can you hear us?
She doesn't have a face or a Facebook?
She just has a square currently. If you put it on the gallery view that shows all of us, it's just a blank square. And I don't think she has my phone number, but I'll open my Instagram in case she wants to communicate with us. But we're going to keep going no matter what. So I'm happy to have you guys here, and we will talk and check in with each other while she sorts her stuff, and we'll pray that it can work out. Because I haven't had a threesome performance yet. It's been all foursquare. But yeah, how's everyone doing?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking on Facebook too.
Oh yay! I know the show must go on. Oh my gosh, I love it. But yeah, what's up? What have you guys been up to today? Probably nothing, but.
Today has been a kind of a slow day for me because I had a very busy, exciting past couple of days, and today I was kind of like, bleh. I just didn't want to get out of bed, to be honest. But I think that's normal. We all have days like that, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. For me, that was yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before.
Yeah.
Long day.
Like every day, especially with the fires, it's been really intense. And where I live, we live 16 miles from the Bobcat fire, and it has been like we're like in the smoke. It's been so gnarly, like where you can go outside and actually see the blanket in front of your eyes. It's been very weird. So I haven't gone outside much at all for the last week almost. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, we got an air purifier, those air filter things.
Oh yeah.
That's been really helpful right now.
That's good. Yeah. That's
Any
cool.
little thing helps.
Yeah, we definitely don't have that yet. We probably should do that. Oh man, poor Holly. She just left. So we're gonna give her a second to rejoin before we start music. I'm gonna give her one more shot, and then we're just gonna jump into it.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna message her on Instagram because we can do so many things all at once because women are capable of anything.
Yeah, that's right. I like that.
Yes. But dude, it was so crazy. And then the quick story while I waste time. But last Saturday, I believe it was last Saturday, my boyfriend and I drove up to Big Bear for a day trip, and there was a little fire at 10 in the morning when we were driving up there that you could see in the distance. And I was like, man, I hope that they can get that and put that out before it gets any bigger. And that turned into what is now the El Dorado fire, which has burned 17,000 acres. And it was when we drove home that night, the whole fireside was on fire, and we were like, guess they didn't get it in time. It was so crazy. So both of those are going at the same time, and that's definitely part of what's making it so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I have a bonfire pit in my backyard.
Oh yeah.
And that's really nostalgic and nice sometimes, but right now I thought about it, I'm like, no, I don't know.
No.
Now's not the time. It's too
not
soon.
the time. That's true. Yeah. It is too soon.
Done.
Well,
I'm kind of over smelling smoke for a couple months.
Dude, I feel you. Well, I think that we're just gonna get into some music then. So Otto, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna make you nice and big and beautiful, and then Drew and I are gonna mute ourselves, and I'll let you take it away.
Sounds great.
All right.
I'm going to start off with an improv. Gotta make sure my posture looks good. In the fire, in the fire. What do we do right now? Da, 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 da. What do we do when the world is going up in smoke? Da, 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 da. In the fire. I can't hear you.
I was still muted. Sorry. So is Drew. Drew, we got to be on this, man. We got to be on top of that.
You didn't clap for me. You hated my
dude. I was like, we should do this one. Silent claps, silent claps. No, dude, that was so awesome. I love how you're able to freestyle and be like loose and free and creative, because I've had the privilege of hearing you do that a few times, which is very cool, because not everyone can do that.
It was a freestyle, but it felt like there's definitely some meat of like a really like a top 40 production style song too. Just they had a lot of had good bones to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Holly.
Here she is.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. Really quick, Ada, Nicholas says "ay" to you specifically.
And wait, I want to say something back to Nicholas. Hey.
And then Carla is clap, clap, clapping. Clap, 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 clap. Aw. Holly, you're here. Unmute your beautiful self. Can you hear me? I'm so glad to see your face, Holly. This is Holly Bernt, everybody. Technical difficulties is a real thing. Yeah, join us, my love.
Can you hear
me okay? We can hear you. We can see you. You are a real girl. You are a real girl.
Cord salad over here.
Chord salad.
That
Yep.
means it's all tangled.
Spaghetti.
Nice. Well, I'm
Spaghetti.
glad that you made it. Luckily, Ada has 2 more songs, so you can catch her the next 2.
Nice.
How are you doing today, Holly? We had to check in with everyone else.
Oh, good. Yeah, so just to explain to everybody, if you hear organ, I got kicked out of the house because we're recording organ on our album right now. And we really wanted the guy that's doing it, so we didn't want to reschedule him. So
That's hilarious.
that's why I'm out here. And
That's
I'm hoping
hilarious.
my internet's okay. But I'm doing good other than all that.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you here.
Thanks for
So
having
this
me.
is going to be one of the first times that our circle up doesn't go in an exact literal circle. So we're just going to ping pong all over the place. So I think that Drew Elder, I think you should go next and do your first song, my friend.
Sure.
So
Sounds
the
good
rest
to
of
me.
us will mute ourselves, and I'll make you nice and big, and we'll see you in a second. Take it away.
Last chance. You can hear me, right? Cool. All right. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'll just get to it. And part of me, I believe we've met on a train going west. I haven't heard you sing in such a time. I wish I could call your song mine, but pass me by the moment I lie and before bed you'd sing all through my head. Now coastal for line sinking into the sea, then we'd sing together. Pass me by, pass me by. Inside a room and inside a house, windows and doors, ears and mouth. You were headed towards a home that you could live. My mind an idea and stores they could give, but pass me by the moment I lie and before bed you'd sing all through my head. Now coastal for line sinking into the sea, then we'd sing together my idea may. Pass me by, pass me by. My dream is all I know, yet this idea still don't feel like a home. And drifting out towards the sea, my idea away from you to me. Hey, hey, and part of me, I believe we've met. Or maybe I've become someone else. I haven't heard you sing such a time. But then I wake up and you pass me by.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was so sick. So good.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Man.
Thanks.
That, like, I feel like, I don't know, this is probably definitely not why I wrote it, but I was imagining being on a train and it being like a journey and me looking out the window watching literally everything pass by.
Yeah, definitely. There's fragments of that. Yeah, it's like the song is. I originally wrote it, and some of the songs I'm playing for you, they're still kind of works in progress. That one especially, so subject to change. But right now, it's like about like when you're about ready to fall asleep, and or like as you're going to sleep, or like when you're sleeping, you're in a completely different universe, and you have unique ideas, and you have unique thoughts that, you feel like sometimes aren't even a part of you, in a way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're your subconscious mind, and sometimes you wake up and you remember them, and sometimes those ideas and things slip away from you. And so this is about like waking up from your dream and forgetting what you were remembering, kind of.
Wow.
I guess long story short, it's a song about forgetting.
It's really cool, man.
Love it.
Thanks.
Carla gives you a big star emoji eye face with a bunch of claps, and Denise Santos is giving you like a holler. And then Christopher Del Rosario, what's up, dude? Been a long time, says beautiful tune, Drew.
Thank you.
Yeah. I will say for anyone out there who's watching, please feel to comment and like and do all that silly internet stuff so that we know that you exist and know that you're there. Otherwise, I don't know who's watching. I just see a number next to an eyeball, and that's all that we could see. But yeah, thank you so much. So that was Drew Elder. And now let's take it over to Holly Bernt. So Holly, you can kick us off with your first song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, if I have internet issues again, just wave. And then we might have to do this another time if it's bad, but we'll give it a whirl. How about that?
Yeah, give it a whirl.
Okay.
Give it a whirl.
This song is called Morning Glory. I remember when we were driving, I always had to sit in the middle, 'cause you convinced our mother that I'd open up the door. Do you remember this picture? That's me in the back. I'm struggling in your chokehold, but still trying not to laugh. I call him Morning Glory. That's figurative of his heart, the way it opens in the sunlight and then closes after dark. West Virginia holds my darkest memories. They're the kinds you try to run from, but they don't let you be. And I find myself wondering where you broke your heart, being alone in the city or fighting the war. I call him Morning Glory. That's indicative of the space where we wrote down a story and got out of the way. I find it so strange how life's a changing point of view. It's always just when you think you've got it that it catches up to you. Morning Glory of your heart, the way it opens in the sunlight and then closes after dark. Oh, my morning out of the way. I love you more in glory. Stay open in the sunlight, and I'll be there when it's dark. Just stay open in the sunlight, and I love you when it's dark.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was really beautiful.
Holly, what inspired that song?
Well, I wrote it actually about my brother, and he's had a lot of struggles, and it's actually like it's really about that person in your life, and this is kind of who he is. I have a few of these, but they're like the biggest and the best personality, and they always light up the room, but when they have a hard time, it's really bad, and you don't want them to change who they are, because they're beautiful the way they are, but yeah.
Well, I can relate to that more than you can imagine. My brother's a recovering drug addict. He's been sober for over a year. He was a heroin addict for about 18 years. So I could literally relate to every word you said. So thanks for sharing.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah.
Oh, that's really beautiful. Thank you all for sharing everything and being transparent and open. That's really sweet. I also like very, very much related to the line of like, you know, just when you think you've got it all figured out, like it like catches back to you. That bridge too, like the chord progression, literally I had like a mini goosebump moment where you're like, ooh, okay, that's a nice turn. Like that.
Yeah. If I knew what it was about, like you had just told me that before the song, I would have cried during the song.
Oh, I usually do say that. I don't know why. I usually say it's from my brother.
It depends. If you want people to cry, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my microphone muted, but I was definitely singing harmonies with you the entire time.
Do.
Very catchy.
Yeah, throw
song.
them in anytime. They might be delayed.
So fun.
That'd
Frank.
be awesome.
Hi, Frank. Frank says it's a beautiful song. And Carla's clapping for you. By the way, Carla's my mom. Hi, Mom.
Aww.
Thanks for watching.
Hi, Brenda's mom.
Hi, Brenda's mom.
Brenda's mom has got it going.
Yes. Funny.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'll jump into my first song then, if that's cool. So if y'all want to mute yourself, I'll make myself all big this time. So for my first song tonight, I am going into my old song bank to start off with an older song, and then I'll get newer. So this is a song called How Familiar, and I picked it specifically because when I think of like the three artists that I included tonight, I think of like everyone's a really good finger picker, like a stringed instrument, and this is the closest thing to a string part on piano that I have. So pointless story, but I wanted to share that. How familiar at my wall in silence. I can't help myself. All I do is think about love, what you did, and you never admitted a thing. Ooh, but oh, when your touch comes around again, eyes close and I melt in your hands. Come, love, whisper in my ear. Tell me all the things that I want to hear. Oh, come closer, darling. I'm sure you'd like to see me expose myself from my head to my feet. But wait, did you ever think just for a second I'm more than a piece of flesh? You finish off the bottle like an infant, and I ain't even had a sip yet. Do what you do with no regard for another, and you always get away with it. Now it's time for me to tuck in the covers. Don't let me catch you around here again.
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Nice.
Brenda, are you influenced by classical music? Because that song definitely
Yeah,
I was thinking like
absolutely.
musical. It could be in a musical, really.
that too.
Got
Yeah.
some
Dude.
major Elton John vibes.
Dude, that's so all over the board. I love it.
pretty.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, I mean, I grew up. My first instrument was clarinet, so not specifically classical, but band music. And then I did choir for 10 years,
You still play
competitively and in college and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so definitely influenced by like classical music and sheet music and choral music specifically. And then I love Elton John. I love prog rock, and everyone thinks that I should write a musical. Basically, I've been told that so many times in my life, Holly. It's crazy, and I
Do
feel like I
it.
have to. I feel like I have to one day, but I was like, I could do that when I'm
love
like
musical.
40. I'll like wait and focus on performing
Anyways,
first.
here's my rock opera.
Yeah,
That's a-
rock
that's-
opera.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
a good thing.
Great
to-
idea.
Yeah, but man,
funny.
I was like, I was really, really down when I wrote that song. It was, I was literally like sit in the same place and like stare at my wall, and I was like, here I am again, just like writing, being a sad girl. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I feel like my lyrics are like most often obvious, not always, but just very often. But it's about just like somebody who is really unhealthy for you, but you guys have a really good like sexual physical relationship, and you keep falling back into each other just because of that, and then it can take a while to like break the spell and be like, they're not good for you, move on with your life. And
I haven't
then
been in that situation, but I know it's coming.
I've definitely been in it. It's been a long time. That's an older song, but man, I was in it. I was super in it.
Well, now you're out, and now you have a great song.
Oh man, I'm so far out that I feel so blessed to not be that dumb anymore.
It's okay. At least you have some good sex.
I wrote a great song. I wrote actually a bunch of songs from that relationship.
There you go.
Oh,
Huh?
Frank said he's not familiar with that song. I don't really play that song that often, Frank, unless I'm playing with my full band normally, or if I'm in an environment where I know people are going to listen, because it's definitely like a listening song. And then Chris just said lots of cool turnarounds and tunes in the song. That's true, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
totally.
noticing.
It was beautiful. I really appreciated the classical stuff because I come from that, you know.
Right. I know. That's why I was like, I'm going to play this tonight, because that's when I thought of all of you. I thought of like chill vibes with like Drew and Holly, and I thought of like violin, and I was like, yeah. So I was like, I'm going to play that tonight. It'll be perfect. But yeah, so that was the end of round 1. To everybody watching, thank you again so much for watching. We still have more show to go. And again, this is Circle Up. It's a weekly show where we have 4 artists singing songs in a round and sharing stories and just keeping it easy and light. So that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to jump into round 2 now. So Ada is going to kick us off for round 2. So I'll let you take over the screen, my dear.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, Brenda, for having me, and thanks for doing this and putting musicians together. It's super cool, and sharing. What else? What else was I going to say? Oh, everybody watching. I'm watching on Facebook too, actually. Make sure you guys follow. Make sure you guys follow all the artists, including myself, on social media and support. You know, listen to music. Listen to our music on the Spotifys and the YouTubes and all that stuff, and just support in whatever way you can. I know Brenda has a tip jar as well, a virtual tip jar on her page, on Facebook. So if you guys want to support, it's going to go to all of us. Hi, Angela. I'm doing a Zoom concert. Okay. All right, so I'm going to play one of the first songs I ever wrote back in the day. Songwriting totally like transformed my life, because I was a classical violinist, and then I quit for 2 years because, long story short, I developed like severe tendinitis and back pain, so I couldn't play anymore. But that whole experience led me to my interest in music therapy, and then I auditioned for Berkeley. I picked up the violin, and at Berkeley it was where I started writing songs, which surprised the hell out of me. Never thought I'd be doing that. So I wrote the song like 8 years ago. It's called Lonely Little Painting. Lonely little painting in the corner of the room. Color slowly fading, but the yellow and the blue. Nameless and dateless, it's all on its own. Why hasn't somebody taken it home? Painted a sunset, orange and gray. If there was a rainbow, would it make you stay? Nameless and faceless, it's all on its own. Why hasn't somebody taken it home? And all the other paintings in the middle of the room. No one even glances at that one that made me think of you. Nameless and hopeless, it's all on its own. Why hasn't somebody taken it home? Lonely little painting in the corner of the room.
Hot damn, girl.
Nice. That was
So,
awesome.
yeah, that was so, it's like sad and also beautiful and invigorating and fun. It's all the things.
Yeah, all the emotions.
What'd you say, babe? Oh, no. Ada
She said
or
all the
Otter.
emotions.
We
Brenda,
lost.
you still don't know my name, girl?
I do. I just had a moment. I immediately changed it. We couldn't hear you for like a second.
I mean, I'm happy most of the time, but every human's a little sad. We know we're gonna die, and we know the people we love are gonna die eventually. So every human's a little bit sad. That's part of being human, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm usually happy. So don't
When you
have a great life.
when you first wrote that, where I mean, I know you were in college, but where were you like spiritually?
It was either spring break or summer break. I don't remember, and it was a really awkward situation where I was in Connecticut because it was college break at my parents' house, and I was at the beach, and I ran into this guy I went to like middle school with. He was like my buddy in middle school. So I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he invited me to go to his grandparents' house in Maryland for like I think it was 4th of July. Yes, it was summer. It was summer. So I was like, "Yeah, sure." I'm spontaneous. I haven't seen this guy in a long time, and whatever. So I went with him, and he turned out to be like bipolar, like for real, and it was really uncomfortable. It'd be crazy if he was watching, right? Because he does follow me.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say his name, but anyways, it like was a very uncomfortable weekend. But at one moment, he was like downstairs, and I went upstairs, and there was a bunch of paintings on the wall, and I was sitting in the corner in this chair, and I just looked up, and I was like, there was a tiny little painting. It was beautiful. It was like a sunset, and I was just like. And it just came out. Literally just came out.
so fun.
It wasn't even an idea. It just came out. So
I love it.
God,
I
or
love
whatever you believe in.
Yeah, no, I love that. It's organic and it just is a moment. It's a moment.
Yeah, it was a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yay.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing. Again, everybody, that's Ada, and I did not forget, and I will never forget ever again, because it literally makes me feel like I'm like, what's wrong with myself in my brain? I swear to God.
I ask myself that every day, so I get it. It's okay. You got it now. I believe in you.
I like literally never again, I swear. And with that awkward segue, let's take it over to Drew to do his second song.
All right.
Take it away, Drew.
Excellent job again, Ada. That's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Very, very eclectic. Yeah, so this is about purgatory. And just double checking you guys can hear me. Yeah? Cool. Okay, cool. The song is called Ocean Away. Call you one collect. I had missed my connecting flight. This payphone seems to be dead, and you were on Denver tide. My words hold no weight here. I'm falling on foreign. I'm always surrounded by people, but I've been alone for years. Whoa, operator, please transfer me to an ocean away. Operator, please transfer me to an ocean away. 2:40 in the morning, I'm hoping that your wake is white. I'm always surrounded by people, but then you're outside. Is that little ugly dog of yours still sleeping by your side? Guess it doesn't matter floating in or outside. Whoa, whoa, operator, please transfer me to an ocean away. An operator, please transfer me to an ocean away. Please pick up the damn phone. This is my last 2 quarters alone. And why do these people keep walking through my body? Can't they see that I'm calling you for me? Try to call you incorrect. We had crushed our connecting flight. It's all coming back to me now, the fire siphoning inside. This tiny little yellow mist, they all had falling down. The last thing I remember was calling when we hit the ground. Whoa, whoa, operator, please transfer me to an ocean away. An operator, please transfer me to a lifetime away.
Yes.
That guitar part at the end. Oh my god, that was my favorite.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That was touching on my like worst fear.
What's
Being
your
dead,
worst fear?
being dead and not realizing it. It's like when you said that line, they're walking. I don't know if that's what you meant, but I kind of like
Yeah.
I put it with my worst fear.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is a very strange song just in terms of like how I wrote it in general, because
Yeah.
I always wanted to rewrite the story of Charon, which is like a story in Greek mythology, and without getting too sweaty about it, the long story short is like you give him the 2 coins when you die, and if you do that, that's the admission to he's like a ferryman, and he takes you across the river Styx to the underworld. And I wanted to rewrite that story, and so I was like, how can I rewrite the feeling of being in purgatory and through my own experiences? And I feel like through my own personal experience, like waiting for your airplane at airport terminal, like that feels like purgatory to me. Like it's just like perfectly imperfect, just waiting there, uncomfortable. And like you're not in pain, it's just really uncomfortable for whatever reason.
That's hilarious.
So that was like my goal, was to try to connect the dots. Like, why is this person in purgatory in an airport? So that's how I wrote it.
That story makes me laugh personally. That's so funny. I love a good comedy, so I can like imagine a movie about literally people being stuck in an airport, but they're actually all dead and no one knows it, and that's like their purgatory. Very weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's awful.
yeah.
Dude, by the way, Frank and my mom and Autumn, and Holly, we all love that song. But someone new said Michael Jacobs. Do you know him?
Me? No.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe. Sorry.
Michael R. Jacobs. I'm sure you do. But he says that that you're sounding great and that he loves the backstory.
Oh, thanks.
And then he said coins cascading through the hallways of always.
Ooh. All right.
Okay.
I'll stash that one away for later.
And then he also said, "Life's on hold, death's on the other line."
Yeah.
Oh, you know him as Michelangelo, apparently.
Oh, right. Yeah. What up, homie? How's it going?
So funny. We're like, just kidding. Now I know who you are. But
I only know your stage name.
You're very talented at your guitar picking. It's very cool. Very fun
Thank
to
you.
listen to.
I appreciate that.
Too.
Yeah. So guess what? We're going diagonally to Holly. At least on my screen it's diagonal. So Holly, it's your turn to do your second song. So take it away, my dear. Let's take it and drive it home.
Sounds good. I'm moving this chord. It's so tangled. That's why I'm like moving it over, and I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up the situation I have here. So that's why I'm not fixing it. But so this song is it's a made-up story. It's about the story I usually tell is I grew up in South Dakota, and my mom used to always pick up hitchhikers on the way to the city. And we would take them to wherever they needed to go or get them something to eat, and sometimes they'd come home with us. But they'd always have this like really good story of how they ended up in the middle of South Dakota hitchhiking. So I wrote this story, and it's a made-up story about a guy that's just kind of down on his luck, and these are his letters that he's writing back to his lover in Mississippi. Morning started at 9:45. Evening ended at a roadside inn. Thursday I'll be moving on. The people are suspicious and I stay too long. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. I had a run-in with the dogs and a crooked policeman, darling. Don't people drive you crazy? Being on the road, it makes you tough like steel, but then your partner gets locked up and you start to feel I'm getting too old to be taking the back roads. And the old man at the last Amico station said to go back now if I want to change my mind. I do that all the time. Honey, it's a long way back to Mississippi. Next time I go out west, I'll take you with me. We'll hitch a ride on a track with the sunrise at our backs. Follow the old mining roads and make our way back home. Well, I turned right back when they cut him loose. He got off on a hitch because they needed the proof. It's funny the way he always shakes them. And there he was behind the fenced-in courtyard. When I pulled up, he was smiling like a clown. We got the hell out of town. Honey, it's a long way back to Mississippi. Next time I go out west, I'll take you with me. We'll hitch a ride on a track, eyes at our backs. Follow the old mining road and make our way back home. hitch a ride on a track with the sunrise at our backs. Follow the old mining roads and make our way back home. When I get back, you'll be asleep. I take off my coat, put down my keys, watch you lying in a moonlit glow, and I hold you in my arms and never let you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Love that.
That was really awesome. Your voice is so beautiful.
Thanks. I've been taking voice lessons.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
I'm so excited about it. Yeah. I mean, I
Nice.
can tell, like, you sing right. Like, both of you guys and girls, and you, Drew, but, like, female voices, it's hard. And I'm, like, learning how to, I like, start talking about it too much because I'm so excited. But I was, like, hurting my throat and stuff, and I didn't realize it. So I'm, like, super excited to be singing, like, learning how to sing
Aw.
correctly.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Do you have a good coach? Have you already started studying with the coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Her name's Nikki. I'll give her a shout out. Her name's Nikki, and her studio is called My Father's Studio. That's
All
on
right.
Instagram.
Let me know how it goes. I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking for a good coach too.
Yay.
Yeah.
Never
I think
take
I think that's really amazing, and it's never too late to learn how to use your instrument in a different way. That's really
Absolutely.
commendable and really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up in Michigan around the Rust Belt, I got just tons of imagery of just driving through cornfields and like old rusted out silos and in like a truck almost. Like it felt very homey for me. to listen to
Good.
that.
Aw.
Wait, so you're from Michigan?
Yeah.
Me too.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I moved
No
to
way.
LA like a year and a half ago from Detroit.
Oh, no way. I grew up
Yeah.
in Adrian.
Oh, I know where that is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
you
well.
just said that you grew up in the Dakotas.
Well, yeah, I've lived in 6 states, so my parents moved a lot. But my main, like, grow up, I consider myself from South Dakota. It's kind of the spot. But yeah,
Nice.
I moved to LA from Michigan.
Wow.
Detroit's the spot.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
I didn't
Yay.
know that.
I'm like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now it's my turn. Like trying to keep track because it's not shaped. So here I go. I'll do my second song. This one's a short one for me. I definitely have a knack for writing long songs. So this song is called Funny Thing. And I wrote it a little while back about dating in Los Angeles specifically, and about there was a friend of mine who would always complain to me about how lonely he was, but then he also would never make room in his life to be able to date someone because he was a workaholic. And I was like, you can't keep complaining to me if you don't make room in your life for it. That's so crazy. So I wrote this song about that. Yeah. Come here, chords. You're lonesome, I can tell, and funny thing, I am as well. So why do you continue sitting still? You're focused on work, no time for a girl. But where will you be when all your work is through? Alone on a bench, feeding ducks, stale bread, watching couples as they walk by. So dear, why won't you try and give a little love, and I'll make your heart take flight. You're lonesome, I can tell, and funny thing, I am as well. So instead of you standing still, I
Yeah,
told you it was
Brenda.
short. It's a short one.
I could see that being in your musical as well.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. That one is like it's super old fashioned and makes me think of it's definitely an old fashioned obviously like stylistically and topically as well.
Like a big band behind you.
No, it's like it would be like definitely just strings, like strings and viola, but like really old tube microphones, so it all sound like.
I could hear that.
One single French horn.
Yeah,
Eh.
exactly. Aw, but it makes me. I don't know. I like that like period of time. Oh my God, Mark Generous. Hi, Mark. Just want to say hi to friends. Aw. Thanks. Yeah, everyone wants me to do a musical, but I think that song is just romantic and old-fashioned. That's what I think. Maybe like, okay, maybe it's a musical because it reminds you of something like My Fair Lady. I could see that. Have you guys heard that musical before?
Yes.
I know of it, but
You know of it.
Under a rock.
Oh man, you should definitely check it out. Why not? While quarantine's still in effect, no better time to catch up on all the musicals you've missed.
Got my Netflixes,
Yeah.
got my Hulus.
Yeah.
Netflix is going to be running out soon.
Hilarious.
I need
yeah.
to go back to that.
My
That's so
Netflix
true.
is dry.
That's so true. But guys, so everyone watching out there, I just want to say thank you again so much for watching. And again, this is called Circle Up. We just finished our second round. We have one more round of songs for you, so one more from each artist. And I just want to shout out, because I didn't say this on our last rotation, but we are accepting donations and tips this evening. Everything donated will be split evenly amongst all artists because we actually believe in democracy on this show. So you can, and it's in the description section of this video, but just to say it, it's Venmo at Brenda Carsey, PayPal, contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Just write Circle Up in the memo section. And also, every single artist, their Instagram and their Facebook is also in the description section of this video already, so you can follow them right now while you're watching, because why not? Keep in touch with everybody. So yeah, so that being said, let's take it away with our third and final round, and that means Ada is going to do her third and final song, which makes me so sad.
All right.
But
All
I'm
right.
excited.
I'm gonna do one of my new songs.
Yeah.
Which is it's always a little scary to do like a newer song, you know, but I'm gonna do it. I was quarantining with my family in Connecticut for 5 months, and I just got back to LA like a month ago. And so the day before I left Connecticut, I was like really sad about having to leave my family because I kind of got attached to them and my 3-year-old niece and everything. I was like, oh my God, I have to leave now. So I was like crying at night, and the song came out of me. So I'm gonna sing you guys a song. Hi, girl. Hopefully I'll remember it. Okay. I don't wanna leave my family. I don't wanna leave my home. I don't wanna lose this moment. I don't wanna be alone, but I know that I must go. 'Cause you are my fire, you are my air. You are the reason that I fall and get back up again. You are my planet, you are my earth. You are the water to my soul that makes the flower grow. Oh, 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 you are the water to my soul that makes the flower. Now I'm back in California, where I gotta sing my song. Now I'm always thinking of you. I just gotta be alone, but I hope that you know that you are my fire, you are my air. You are the reason that I fall and get back up again. You are my planet, you are my earth. You are the water to my soul that makes the flower grow. Ooh, 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 ooh. to my soul that makes the flower grow.
Yes, Queen.
Nice.
Thank
Love
you.
that.
Oh my God, I love it. It's really,
You're
really
so
good.
rhythmic.
Thank you.
It's
Oh,
so sweet though too.
Yeah.
I feel
I
you.
love
It's
that.
like it's bittersweet to, it's bittersweet to be with people that you love and you want to be with, and then also be like, but I feel like I should be out there by myself, like going after things and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's how I felt. It's exactly how I felt and still feel. Like I know that I belong here, but I'm
Right.
also so grateful for that time with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, McCarthy, pardon me, Shane. Shane McCarthy says he really likes it,
Yeah.
and so does Frank and Carla. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
I like it too. I really like it too. It's a really good one. Definitely keep doing that one.
Yes. Sure. Thanks.
You're like, yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Mark Generous says, amazing song. The melodies were beautiful and catchy.
Thank you. Well, Mark and everybody else, follow me on Spotify or wherever you listen to music, YouTube, Apple Music, because I have some songs out and I have more music coming out hopefully soon. Definitely.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that with all of you guys. So, have you been able to work on anything during this time?
I haven't recorded that much while I was in Connecticut, but I was playing a lot of music with my family, which is one of the ways that we were bonding and fighting. But I did write a few songs in Connecticut, and I've written a few songs since I've been here for a month, and I just started recording, so I'm very, very excited about releasing new music.
That's exciting. Congratulations. I know
What
it's
about,
really.
what about you?
Holly, Drew, have y'all been working on stuff?
Holly's literally working on stuff right now.
Yeah, she literally.
Yeah.
Like there's an organ.
Can you guys hear the organ at all?
No.
I heard it earlier at one point, but not. It hasn't been a lot, but I did hear it at one point.
I thought that was
Yeah.
part of your song.
Yeah, I know. I should just ask them to work on. I should be like, just work on this one song, and I'll play along to it, and
That's
won't
so
even
funny.
mess up what you're doing over
What
there.
are you recording?
We're doing our second album, so it's nice. I'm really lucky because I live with my band members, and they're studio engineers. So our house is like pretty much a studio. So we've been working on the album, and we're like one of our members was gone for a while, and he's here now. So we're trying to get it finished up. It's kind of been a slow process, but yeah, hopefully in the next month or two, I think we're gonna have a single out at least, and then we'll put the rest out
Nice.
later on. Yeah.
That's so great. Well, congratulations on that. That's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. What about you, Drew?
Yeah, so I'm on the cusp of finishing up my album right now. I've been just recording it in here. I've kind of turned my garage into a recording studio.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
It looks
That's
great.
good.
It looks
Yeah.
really nice. It's cozy. I want to go hang out.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's vibey.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely made it cozy for sure. Yeah, so that's going to be coming out soon. I was planning on releasing something last August, but COVID and insanity happened, so a lot of things have
Yes.
happened
I feel
in
you.
between that. And with my EP that I released previously, I just did it whenever the song was ready. I just put it online, and I realized, you know what, I should just be patient. I should just wait. It's going to be ready when it's ready. So, but yeah, I'm just finishing everything up, and now I have an album, and I don't know how to market or anything. I'm really bad at that. So
I'm really good at that.
yeah, I should pick your brain.
I'm good at that. If you need help, I'm always happy to
Please,
answer questions for
actually, let's
people.
talk afterwards.
Dude,
You're good at marketing, Brenda? That's awesome.
I think I am. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, you are. I'm really bad at it too.
I mean, it's like exhausting and frustrating. I'll definitely say that, especially when you're doing it for yourself, as opposed to like doing it for someone where you're like, it's different to treating yourself as a product it's a very like soul sucking experience as opposed to like taking someone else's stuff and being like, oh, you want me to sell this as a product? Sure, because you're not emotionally connected to it in the same way.
One thing I
just
can't
really-
get down with
oh.
is like talking in third person when I'm writing like a bio. Like Drew is good to do. He's also
I know.
and it's really
It's
awkward.
really funny.
I feel like
That's
I have
really
a third
funny.
personality.
I do want to shout out. I hope you're still there, but Sean Fleming like put a little star, and I just want to give a shout out to Sean because he's a homie.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, and then Nazim. What's up, Nazim? I miss you so much. He just says that he's my #1 fan, but you're totally being a dork, dude. He's one of my good friends. I miss you a lot, though, Nazim. I really do. But yeah, enough of that. I'll talk about my music in the next break. Let's hear Drew's third and final song now of this final round. So I'll make you nice and big, buddy, and I'll let you take it away.
Okay, yeah. So this is very new song. It's not done, I don't think, but I'm really excited about it, and I just wanted to share where it's at with you guys because I like it. It came to me in a dream, and I remember, like, kind of what I was talking about before with my other song. Like, this is like one of the things where I wake up and I heard a melody in my dream, and it was this song, and I don't ever remember writing it. I don't remember hearing it, so maybe I stole it subconsciously. I don't know. But I woke up, I was moving out of my last house, and it was my last day packing up the last of my bits from this apartment and moving out, and so I just woke up to an empty house, so I just wrote the song about being in an empty house. So it's called Love Will Go by You.
Goddamn, mama slobbing, it shows. Haven't changed my mind, haven't changed my clothes. But when you dance to the beat, try to move my heart when you move your feet. Why stop now, we're just getting started. Let's dance to all that's broken hearted. But when you say sorry for lying, I see right through you. Love will go by you, love will go by you. You, love will go by you, love will go by you. And it shows. Haven't changed my mind, haven't changed my clothes. But when you dance out the door, I wanted less, you wanted more. You speak in ultimatums, though I don't see all life as black and white. Grand gestures are thrown tomatoes, I saw right through. Love will go by you, love will go by you, you, love will go by 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 you. Fuck it. Da, 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 da. And
that's like not done, but it's like in the works. So.
It's like, it could be like the ending credits of a really cool, like, indie artsy film.
Literally exactly what I was saying. I'm like literally watching a Wes Anderson film and it's the end. That's how I felt right there.
Yeah, when that last part, definitely, like, that's when the trumpets and strings come in and the whole 9 yards and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Exactly.
License my song, film producers.
Do it.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
Thank you.
For not being finished, I mean.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it's really very fresh.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I would say to change about it. It sounds so good the way it is.
Yeah, and I definitely keep the fuck it. Always keep the fuck it. Always keep that. Dude, Mark Generous says, I dig this. Great song.
Nice.
Yeah. I like it too, man. It's really cool. Keep it. Keep it. Yay. And with that, Holly, you want to play your third song?
Yeah, I'm going with the theme, and it's going to be a new song too.
Yay. All right. I'm going to let you get big, and we'll see you on the other side of your song.
All right. So yeah, what you were saying about you being with your family, I was in LA this whole time, and I went back to, not back, but where my family lives in Oklahoma, and was so mad at myself that I had all this time and I wasn't writing anything. I couldn't write anything, and it was like really, it turned into this like feedback loop in my head where I was like beating myself up for not writing because I'm like, oh, all the time you've always wanted, you can't write anything. So anyways, I went to visit my family. They live in a small town in Oklahoma, and I have 4 of the cutest nephews in the world there. And one night I was holding my little nephew, and I just started singing the song. And so yeah, I finished it up pretty much. I think it's pretty much there. But yeah, it's about being under the same sky, and it also has like a little blessing in it at the end for anybody who's listening. Under the same sky, you and I will never be apart. If you're feeling lonely, think of me, we're under the same stars. If the wind ruffles your world, I hold you close till you know for sure we're under the same sky, you and I. If you have a bad dream, I'll jump in and fight the monster for you. We'll go to the highlands and cross the hedge and watch the day come into view. If you get lost in the maze, I'll hold the lamp so you find your way under the same sky, you and I. The world sees flesh and bone, but I see your soul, I see your soul, and the light that shines within, under your eyes, your lips and your skin. Under the sunlight, I hope you find a peaceful, pleasant road. May love be with you, follow you wherever your heart goes. Remember when you're afraid, even when we're far away, we're under the same sky, we're under the same sky, we're under the same sky, you and I.
Yeah.
Holly, that was my favorite song that you did tonight by far.
Yeah,
Thank
same.
you.
That was gorgeous. Are you going to record that? Have you recorded it?
Yeah. Well, not yet, but I'm planning on it.
Okay, because if you don't, let me know. I'll record it.
It was really good. I love it so much. It was so tender and sweet and awesome.
I love your bit about the fighting the monsters.
Yeah, that made me smile too.
Yeah, hitting me right in my feels.
Oh, good.
Frank says it's a lovely country waltz.
It is a waltz, yeah.
And Shane McCarthy says good stuff.
Oh, thanks, Shane.
Aw. And Mark says it's beautiful.
I love your accent.
Beautiful. Sorry. I can't help myself.
Don't be sorry about anything.
You're right. I'm not sorry. I like all the voices that I have. You know, just trying to be an MC and try to keep things upbeat for people at home. And it helps me pull me out of where my brain was at earlier today. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, Mark, you're so sweet. I have to read Mark. Mark is like the sweetest. Mark says, the voice, the lyrics, the melodies. I saw that in a movie scene at the end of the movie where the characters realize they love each other.
Oh.
That's very sweet. I could see that. I could totally see that as well. Yay. Dude, so we've made it to the final song. So I'm going to do my last song really quick. And we'll talk on the other side, if that's cool.
Sounds good.
Yay. Okay. So for my last song tonight, I am going to do a song called This Damn Place that is about money troubles and feeling like, you know, the world's got you down a little bit. And I know a lot of friends of mine, especially us who work professionally and full-time in the arts, have definitely taken a hit from a lot of the things going on. And seeing as we may be the last thing to reopen, we're just making do and getting creative and problem solving. But this song is an opportunity to let myself complain. Too much responsibility always seems to follow me. Try to get my feet wet, but the world won't seem to let me do that yet. When you gonna come my way, take me away from this damn place and these bills to pay. When you gonna come my way, take me away from the struggle and responsibility. Try to let my head down, but half the time I find it's bound. Try to loosen up my belt, but those just weren't the cards that I was dealt. No, when you gonna come my way, take me away from this miscellaneous bills to pay. When you go to come my way, take me away from the struggle and
Oh, I love that.
That's so good.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
That was my favorite of yours tonight.
Yes.
It really showcases your voice, Brenda. You sound like there's a couple of spots in it. Your voice sounded so, like, not. Don't take this the wrong way, but it's like so mature. Like you sounded like you were
Mature?
like a few. No, like mature. Like you sounded like an older woman in a couple spots. I loved it.
Ew.
Yeah, it was really good.
I like that. I like that I can be the old lady of your dreams, Holly.
Anytime.
So funny.
Listening to that song, I feel like I'm like putting on like my biggest pair of boots. I'm just like ready to stomp around. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's
Fucking
exactly.
Kick open the door. I'm here right now.
Yes. That's absolutely the vibe for sure. Is like Doc Martens stomps.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Aw. Thank you so much out there to friends that are commenting. I do see you all. I'll spare the time of reading it all, but I do see you all and read you all. Except for Mark, because Mark's so sweet. Mark says, I absolutely dig this song. It's the song I listen to when I walk the city streets on Sunset, just cruising and enjoying the scenery. Really? That song? Well, that's cool. I could dig it. I guess that is kind of a vibe for LA, is just like hustling constantly. I could see how you could mush the song into that pile. But yay! We came to like the end of our music portion. I want to again thank everyone for watching, for listening, and I will share one more time, as Ada posted, that we are accepting donations or tips for the performance for the show. It's in the description section of this video. So you could just copy paste it and easily look it up. It's at Venmo or at Brenda Carsey on Venmo, or contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com on PayPal, and just put circle up in the memo section. Everything's going to be split evenly amongst all 4 artists, because we are all about sharing the love and the support with everybody. And again, everyone's information is there. I'm going to just say all the artists' name again. If you want to just wave your hand when I say your name. So we had Ada right there. So her information is there. Like her, follow her. As you heard, new music is coming out. We had Drew Elder. That's Drew right there. And we had Holly Bernt. And I just realized I don't think I said my name the entire show. My name is Brenda Carsey. Whoops. I do that all the time. That's okay. I'm like, you'll find me eventually. But Brenda Carsey is my name. I didn't talk about it earlier. I released 2 albums during quarantine. One's acoustic that was, recorded last year. I just happened to release it during quarantine. So one's acoustic guitar and violins and lush and feminine, and the other one is like crunchy electronic music that I recorded in May when things were really hitting the fan, and that was the best way for me to express myself, was through electronic music, because same as Holly, I hadn't been inspired to write during this time. I was feeling the mopes and the blobs and the blahs a lot, so I wanted to find a way to just connect to like having fun with music again, and not necessarily playing the piano or playing the guitar, doing anything that I normally did. And for me, I was like, I'm gonna make beats, because then I can like mess around, and it's not like, it'll just be organic and fun and like different than what I've been doing. So that's how that project originally started. Get some emotions out. Ooh. Someone has a question for Ada, saying, my friends ask on a regular basis when I'm bringing you back to sing for us again. This is Shane McCarthy. They really enjoyed your show.
Oh, cool. Hi, Shane. I'm looking at the comments too.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Shane. Yeah, just let me know. Email me or message me, and we'll make it happen. I would love to perform for you and your friends again. It was lovely last time, and I'm available for Zoom concerts, so just let me know.
Yeah, let her know, man, anytime. And also Josh Ashley says, great show, everyone. Thank you so much, Josh, for listening
Thanks,
to
Josh.
everybody.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. So I think that we're going to end it here, friends. Tune in next week. We'll be here same time, same place, Mondays at 7, and different artists. And follow everyone, offer a tip if you can, and we'll all just say goodbye now. So have a good night, everybody out there. Bye.
Yay, bye.
Great job, everyone.
Yay.